Light and love to you and your families. I think all this is getting cut off. This is YT. And they cut off the beginning of lives when you put them up later, right? A little insider fact for you. Sometimes they do. That's the way tech is sometimes. That's the way tech is right now. Sometimes it's this way and sometimes it's that way. I don't know what it is. It's all across it. My phone was just doing this. When I was adjusting this shot back here, it never goes dim suddenly, you know, and then all of a sudden it just started doing that. Look it, I go dim after 1 second. Okay, now then I go dim, so then I just let it go. Because I don't know what tech does. You know what I mean? It's like AI, there's something else hidden behind it. It's not just trapped in a computer. Or maybe it is, who cares? That's where I'm moving toward in my life. Who cares? You know what I'm talking about? Oh, there's that subject. I didn't realize, yeah, you did it. Yeah. Who cares? Okay. Who cares? We're waiting for the fucking whatever to come out of the oven, you know? There's always something else going on. Hey, there's nuclear bombs dropping. Oh, well, I'm trying to get a cup of coffee over here. Could, you know, come back to me with that information later? Isn't it, you know, like, there's a theory out there that we're all living in our own realities, and it kind of makes sense. Sometimes, like, okay, I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. I brought a cup of coffee, and I'm going to take a sip off of it. But first, I'm going to show you it, right? Here we go. There we go. Oh, look at that ring light. Really brings out the steam in the top. It's the Jackalope mug. We love it. Mm-hmm. I think that's Colombia. I'm pretty sure it is. I saw it when I went over there. You know what I'm talking about? Dude, coffee is still the same. It's crazy. It's still the same. Like it's missing one thing if I make it myself. You know what I mean? This is like gonna be the hill that I die on, or whatever people say. Look, there's just something different if, like, I make my own coffee all day, and we have an espresso machine in there, and then a regular coffee maker, and I drink coffee all the mother loving day. I love it. I need it. You know what I mean? Like, I got accused one time because my diet is like top ramen, sriracha, Diet Coke, coffee, non-alcoholic beer. You know what I mean? Oh, and like cheese pizza sometimes, and then other shit too. You know what I mean, with nutrients and stuff in it. But like, it's mainly like top ramen and sriracha. And I got accused of, like, dude, you're fucking, your energy is propped up with coffee. It might be. Hey, there's a lot of antioxidants in it too. There's some comments down there, and they're saying things like, how old are you? And how are you? And I'm 10. That's cool. I did hit the button that said wasn't suitable for kids, but I always try to monitor my language when I can. You know? Like, I'll use a term like mother loving instead. And I would really like to get it down. So if you know, like if an anvil fell on my foot or something, I'd be like, oh, mother loving, you know, like, it would be so great. That's my goal. Because I think all those words are so goofy. You know, like, oh gosh, what happened? That's so fun. Sheesh. It's way more fun than swearing. Kind of. I don't know. You gotta test it out. It's pretty great. Oh shit, dude. There's like a fucking trophy down there. Look, see, we're already off track. There's an effing trophy down there. Oh, luckily I got some notes up here. Oh, let's look at these notes. Oh, check it out. It's a sketchbook. Like, I always have at least 2 or 3 sketchbooks going. I actually have a whole fucking pile of notebooks over there. This is the new one. But I was, oh shit. That's great. I wrote myself a little note in here. It says, I love you. Hey, Story Boy, I love you. I said, duh, duh, duh. That was a note to my future self. I saw something about giving your future self little things here and there. Like if you take an old jacket and you put like $100 in the pocket or $20 or whatever the fuck you got on you, and then you put it in the closet, and then in the winter you have it and you go, oh shit, there's $20 in here. You like surprise your future self. And it's supposed to cultivate good dopamine, I think. Maybe I'm stretching that part of it. But that's from Chase Hughes. He's great. He's got a YouTube channel and all that, and a bunch of AI cut up things of him, you know? Like he's like a fucking completely popular, so then they cut up his videos and they use his voice and AI and all that shit. It's really crazy. All right, so let's find these beautiful notes. I hope that I'm not completely disappointed, and I'm not. There we go. Oh, I don't even know how to approach that. I used to work with this guy, and everyone called him a serial killer in training. He would sneak up behind women at their desks, and he would like reach around and he would go like this. He'd go like, how you doing? You know, like trying to be a nice guy or whatever and give them a hug from behind. Right. He got quickly labeled a serial killer in training. And he was a good bud to hang out with. Kind of annoying, you know, but a good bud to hang out with. God, what was I gonna fucking say? I can't even get into the stories about him. I used to fucking yell at him a lot, you know, but in a funny way. And I would go out and drink beers, you know, with all these buds, you know, but he couldn't stand beer, so he'd always have like, okay, here's a good story about him. I knew we'd get one. I'm currently in Burien, WA. It's 15 minutes south of Seattle. But where this story occurred is like even more south of Seattle. It's where we're at, the Super Mall of Auburn. It's gorgeous. And we got all, let's see. Oh, we were on the way to getting all drinking up. And we went to like Los Cabos, this Mexican restaurant in the parking lot of the Super Mall. It's weird. That's in the parking lot. And it's paradise. Because you drink a couple of pina coladas there and you're like, oh, I really do feel like I'm in Mexico. Then you wander through the parking lot. You go over to Red Robin sometimes. So I can't remember what stage of the night this happened, but we were at Red Robin. I shouldn't even have told all that fucking boring beginning shit. Damn, that sucks. Because that's really fucking boring and I can't take it back. And I was ordering some beers, you know, and all that. And we were all ordering some beers, and like he got my buddy, the serial killer in training. He got a double. What was it? It was a double vodka sour, light on the sour. It was great. So then I said, dude, really? What did you get? Because I was just, you know, at that age and stage of my life where I'm just an asshole about things, you know. I'm like, what did you get? What the fuck? So then he got it, and then it shows up, and your whiskey, double whiskey sour, what the fuck, double vodka sour, sir? You know, whatever the fuck they're doing. And he took 2 sips off of it, and he was like, there's too much sour in this. Because he did say light on the sour, right? That's ridiculous, though, you know. There's too much sour in it. I was like, are you joking, dude? Then he's like, I'm going to send it back. I was like, are you kidding me? And at that point, I was like, I'd never even heard of somebody sending a drink back. And it was in this big, nice glass, you know, and he fucking sent it back. I couldn't believe it. I was like, damn, this is great. I can't believe this shit. He sent it back, and then they brought back a little tiny glass with it in it. It was great. I was like, how's that whiskey double whatever the fuck sour? Whatever the hell it was. It's great. Whiskey sours are great too. Uh-oh. Tube Foolery said, yo, it was so hot today. I saw a junkie cooking a spoon with no lighter. That's pretty hot. You know what I mean? In more ways than one. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, look it. That was like a big 90s thing. Heroin chic. Oh, look it. Dude, those supermodels, seriously, it's crazy. Like, you got to be fucking. Is that still going on? That can't be going on anymore. That part of Hollywood's got to have died, right? Or Cosmopolitan magazine or Glamour magazine or whatever the fuck magazines were always like, they're giving women bad body images because. Is that still going on? Those models are always like emaciated. Anyway, like, don't skip any meals and all this stuff. Like, it's crazy. That's programming. That is fucking programming. I never liked that shit. Crazy. That's fucking crazy, dude. Oh, cool. Our model showed up. Yeah, well, like people go like this. They go, it's just so easy because all you got to do is look beautiful and get photos taken of you. People would say that. They're like, why do they get paid so much? Because all they are is they're just beautiful and get photos taken of them. So why the fuck do they get paid so much? Like, because our model can barely make it through the photo shoot because they had to fucking starve themselves and they can barely walk across the room. You know what I mean? That's why they get paid so much. Jeez. You know what I'm talking about? You ever been hungry at all? It sucks. I've been exploring like some fasting and it's like, dude, all the greatest things for you, they hurt a lot, like cold showers, cold plunges. People always got a smile on their face. Look at I do a polar plunge. I'm like, I know you're not happy about that. That's going to make me feel like I'm dying and I know that I have to do it at some point. Why? Because I just know. You get those things where they pop into your mind, the thing, and it just goes, hey, start doing cold plunges. I'm like, why? Where? Figure it out. I'm like, shit. What was the other one? Fasting. Because fasting is incredibly good for you, right? It can take care of a lot of ailments. I've heard. I'm not even going to say that, not even as a fact, right? Fasting, from what I've heard, will fucking eradicate all the shitty cells that are holding on all the shit. Whatever the fuck it does. It does a lot of things from what I've read. But try to do it, and all the signals are like, eat, eat, eat. Like, eating is the strongest signal. Like, fucking, this is bullshit. Right? Like, it makes you feel sick, kind of. I thought I was supposed to eat by now. There's no way you're close to starving. You're like, I had a Snickers bar like an hour ago. Why the fuck? Like, that should be a signal right there. Why do I feel like I'm like dying, Because an hour went by since I had that Snickers bar. No, I gotta have something. That's a program, right? That's a program. You're really dying after like crazy. I'm starving. Listen to the way people talk to. I'm famished. Oh, that's the best, dude. Oh, are you famished? Cool. Oh, you had 2 other meals today alone. Right. I don't think you're famished. But your ankles never looked better. Cool. Have you been moisturizing? Great. Oh, fuck. What a fun night. That's the only reason I went on. You know what I came on here? Dude, let's just be fucking candid about it. I've been like moping around the house kind of all day. I've been like kind of tired, and I've been like, but for no reason, but not really depression. It's like, I was standing in the garage trying to talk to myself about it. I'm like, something doesn't need to be fucking vibrant all the time. Like, cause my life is always like that. I'm like, paint all day, fucking everything's always exciting. Or I'm trying to make it like it's been that way for years. And then now things are like hitting a different thing and they're slowing down. They're different and they're slowing down for the better, for the great shit. But I'm just getting used to it because then I go, whoa, am I supposed to be doing anything right now? When it's a big swath of time where I'm just supposed to be communing with the universe. I'll be like, should I go do something? Like, what the fuck should I go do? Make something up? Should I go over to the store and get something? Like, everything's made up, Should I go do this right now or do that? I'm like, no, I'm going to do nothing. And then, like, fucking 30 seconds later, my mind goes, maybe we should do something. I go, dude, we just decided we're going to do nothing. Shut up. You know what I mean? Have you ever done that to your own mind? I did it one time. These thoughts were real intrusive. And I remember I was driving and I just said, shut the F up. Will you shut up? I've said this before. I go, will you shut the F up? We could actually get something done if you'd shut up sometimes. That one time it shut up. I said, shut the fuck up. And it shut up for like a while. You know, my mind was all quiet. And I got down to this beach area and I go, damn, that felt great. Oh shit, I told that part to shut the fuck up. I should do that more. It feels kind of shitty, but hey, you know what? Sometimes those thoughts suck. I'm not the one to think about that. Does anyone else's mind do that? It's really annoying. You're like, oh, cool, I'm on the train right now, and then now all of a sudden I'm thinking about fucking Aunt Martha's funeral. Like, get the fuck out of here, you know? I'm trying to enjoy the fucking train ride, you know? Or something from the future is even worse. What if this happens? Oh, I'm so tired of that. Isn't that crazy that the future doesn't exist? That tomorrow it could literally just be something different? That's all expectations and everybody's just kind of doing like, well, we better do it. So, like, there's going to be anomalies everywhere tomorrow or when we wake up. Tomorrow never comes, by the way. Remember that shit? Tomorrow never comes. It's always the eternal moment of now, which is the weirdest shit. Everything is the moment of now. Isn't that strange? Because people will say something like this, you know, I always think about this in the middle of the night because it's 12:47 in Berrien-Wa, and this whole land is asleep out here. It goes to sleep early, you know. Oh, you're gonna get tucked in at 7:30? Yep. Cool, sweet dreams. I'll roam these streets. Don't worry about it. They're safe with me. Just joking around. What the fuck? Okay, dude. There we go. Anyway, I was gonna say, like, people go to bed early. Then I said, oh, so at this time right now, which is right now, right? This is all that exists. It's all that exists. It's crazy. You can't do anything else about it. It's so weird. You can put things into it. You can go like this. You go like if you're in a room and people go, what would you do if you had $1 million? Or, you know, or they're like, but you're like, well, in the moment of now, I'm $1 million right in this moment. Cool. I'm sitting in my art studio at 12:48 in the morning. I guess I could go on. I guess I'm not using my creative. I guess I could go on Prime and order some stuff. I guess there's a lot of things I could do. Maybe I wasn't even thinking it through. Maybe it would change everything. Maybe it does. But the present moment, you know, like especially in the night, you know, I go, hey, the day is like kind of done. You can't really do anything else. You can, but especially now that there's no rest at all. There's not email you gotta send. You gotta send a text or something. How much can human beings take? Did you check your emails? Did you check your texts? Hey, I get on Facebook, like the people like I get on Instagram the most on those little social things or whatever. And then on YouTube, you know, but like I have friends like, hey, somebody asked me what my age is down there. I'm millions of years old. I have friends that are on Facebook, by the way. I'm on there. I check on there once in a while. I go dip in there. But I dip in there so seldomly. I go, but is there any messages? Then I check and I'm like, oh, that's 5 days old. Cool, it's urgent. It's never urgent. All of a sudden, there's never anything urgent in my life. I don't know what happened. Hey, guess what? People have all these theories and all this stuff. I think that I'm a fucking soul in transit right now. You know when people say they've died? Or people, that'll be a story. They'll be like, the person died, but I think that's me. Because reality is really weird. The last year, looking at it, like a lot of times, I'm not even in the room. It's really crazy. And sometimes even with animals, I go, that's really weird with animals, you know. Or they'll sense me different. Anyway, we're probably all that, you know. Right? It's probably not as like just cut and dry as like, you're born and then you die. I don't think so. There's just too much. There's just too much. And you really do have to fucking go down a little bit of a rabbit hole, um, because like I'll hang out with old friends and they'll mention something. They'll be like, "Oh, that's a little woo woo," and I go, "Oh, what do you mean like woo woo as in like lining up with quantum physics or things like that?" Right? Like that's an old school way of looking at it. Oh, you think you're manifesting something? No, actually, there's like CIA documents on it, and it's about picturing something in your mind and your subconscious. Everything has already been done, and it's there, and your subconscious just goes, "Hey, there's the version of you that we want to be." So then your identity changes and mixes with that. Goes, "Bot-dot-dot-dot." I'm going to act like I'm the person that's confident enough to hold those things. And then they just kind of go, "Bot-dot-dot-dot." That's my understanding of it. But the CIA has studied it. Fucking quantum physics talks all about it. It's not exactly just woo woo anymore, right? It's crazy. People say that with meditation too. It's really crazy and I guess that just is always the way that it is. You have to like follow the rabbit hole and level up to go, "Hey, this is everything," but you can't tell anybody about it. If you know, you know, right? If you don't, then I just sound crazy. That is the strangest thing with humans. You can only understand up till your level of consciousness. That's all that you can. And if you can't expand it, you can't, then it just sounds like people are rambling. You're like, what's that person talking about? Right? Feel it, the intensity of it. Is that nonsense? I don't know. It might be. It might be. Crazy. Manifesting, right? Bonkers. Thinking of things, saying things a certain way, right? I already have that thing. Why would I need that? Oh, that was kind of my thing with the moment of now. I got a cup of coffee here. This is freeing with anything. Hey, I have everything that I need or want at all times, right? Right. I always say that. I always just say the universe is giving me everything that I need or want. Mostly need. If I get everything that I want, it's going to be fucking terrible. Because I never know what the fuck I'm doing. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. What time is it up there? Oh, dude, it's 12:53. It says that there's 0 people watching anyway. That's just always that's my whole fucking thing. Cool, we make a new platform or we make this. Everyone's always like, you make a new platform. I go, why? So I could have fucking 0 followers over there too. Just joking. I have to tone it down a little bit because I'm yelling in the studio and the door's open. Fuck it crazy. It'd be funny if someone called the cops. Hey, is everything okay there? Yes, sir. Actually, one time, I'll leave you guys in this story because so then it won't be like won't be all long when I put it up, and people won't go, "That the live's an hour? I can't watch that shit." I'm gonna leave you with 2 stories. I'm in Burien, WA right now. Burien, WA, it's great. Between 51,000 and 52,000 beautiful souls. A lot of them have great ankles and or elbows, you know. It's 15 minutes south of Seattle because no one knows where Burien is. But people know Seattle because of Pearl Jam and like Alice in Chains type of things, you know. So I'm 15 minutes south of there, and it's like a whole different country, though, dude. It's crazy. Like Burien is the Wild West. It's crazy. There's gunshots every night. People are like, "Stay the fuck off my land," and they mean it, you know. Oh, I'll come out with guns from like fucking barrels first, bullets first, guns ablazing, whatever the fuck that bumper sticker says. Anyway, here's a story from Burien. This is like because Burien's just bonkers. I go up to the post office a lot because I have my little art stuff and I got to send it out in the mail. And I can't send it from our mailbox because it's a locking mailbox and you can't send out even a letter from there. So I even have to drive letters up there. And I invite it because there's always an adventure. But yeah, the locking mailbox, we have to have that because mail theft is a huge thing in Burien. People love to steal mail here. They love it. Like it's like ice cream to them. Oh, I love it so much. I need to go steal some mail before I go to bed tonight, or my day isn't complete, right? So anyway, I drove up to the post office and I had multiple things to do because I was like, I got my little list and I'll go here and there. So usually I walk in because it's more ripe for adventure. But I said, dude, I already have these stamped. I'm running through stamps too because I'm sending out stuff. Right. Hey, if you get to the end of this live and you want some stickers, just send me a. Let's see how you get a hold of me. You can send me an email at starhitboy@yahoo.com and say, hey, I watched your live and I want stickers. Or if you could send a message to here, I don't know how you do it. There's got to be a fucking thing on there. I don't know. You could send me an email and say, like, send me a sticker pack and I'll send you some. Right, take that. Even if you live anywhere in the world. I've sent stickers and artwork all over the world. Oh, check out my Etsy. It's on, what is it? Etsy.com/starhitboy. Got a bunch of artwork up there. Up there, and then I'm driving by. I'm gonna drive around the side of the building where the blue big mailbox is. And then I go around the building, and this has been my life lately. The dream is everywhere. It's always a dream. It's a surreal dream, and it's getting more and more surreal. I'm driving toward the blue box, and there's a fucking car parked right by the blue box. Like the blue box in Burien at the post office is on the other side of a fence, and then they cut a hole in the fence, and the little blue box thing sticks out because theft is just rampant in Burien on all levels. It's just fucking, I don't know why. You don't even see it in the daytime. I never even see it. I don't know what the fuck, I don't know how this shit happens. You wake up in the morning and gangs have tagged all over the city. Like it's just, it's like, yeah, it's just weird. It just happens. I'm even, again, I'm up all night. I never hear anything. I never, anyway. I'm driving around. I'm going to drop my little mail off. And there's a car parked there with its hazards on. And I go, yeah. And I was kind of being a smartass. I'm like, oh, I know. Mail's so hard to put in the little slot and keep going. So I parked behind that car. And I waited a couple seconds. And I go, dude, you know what? I'm me. I'm not waiting. So I jumped out of my car and walked around their car. And I was like, and I was kind of saying something like, oh, cool place to park, you know? And then I dropped the mail. I walked in front of their car and I dropped the mail right in the thing in front of them. I was trying to be a real dick about it. I'm like, hey, you're parked right in front of the fucking thing. Then I look in the driver's thing and there's no one there. It's just a phantom car. It's just an abandoned car with the fucking hazards on. And I got to tell you, like, to get to that blue box, you know, the mailbox in that location, like, you got to walk all the way back to the post office or all the way back out on the street. It's not just, it's right there. So I'm like, dude, somebody just left their car running with the hazards on right here. That's a Burienism. It's crazy. I'm like, no one's running. No one's going, hey, don't touch my car. No one's doing it. I'll move that. Nothing. There's like not even anyone close around, right? It's just weird. Glitch in the matrix. God, what was my second one about Burien? Damn. I forgot about it. Maybe it'll come back because I got this other story about Burien. When we first moved into this place, Burien is this vast wonderland. It has ocean views in certain areas. We used to live in this gorgeous area in Burien. This place is gorgeous too. It's crazy. And I like when shit's like really weird. I didn't know it'd get this weird, and things are getting real weird. But, when we first moved in here, the neighbors were getting evicted and they were these meth head guys and it was really bonkers. There was all this action going on over there all the time. They left a bunch of cars behind and they're always coming back in the middle of the night and tinkering around the cars. And the landlord gave me the number and said, hey, if you ever hear them out here, call me, you know, or text me. But they'd always show up at 3 a.m. and they're doing all sorts of shit over there. Like one time they were taking showers over there. They were over there for a long time taking showers. And he's like, I talked to him a couple days later. He's like, all these they've been breaking in and taking showers, and I turned they even turned the water back on in the street because he turned it off. Like, it's so funny to go that far. We're taking fucking showers, and why not? Because that's an adventure, you know? It's great. Like a shower like that. Like, dude, I mean, I think some of those guys, there used to be, oh, fucking completely forgot about this. There used to be this huge meth house up the street from ours, like up the road, like blocks. You went to the main road and up the street, and you couldn't even walk past it on either side of the road because there was always something going on. And it's so crazy because it's now it's like some home for Habitat for Humanity or whatever, and they just flipped it, and then all of a sudden all the meth heads just went. That happened to me in a different neighborhood when I lived on Capitol Hill. It was a notoriously bad like corner. Um, what's that corner? It's like I lived on 20th and Denny. And before I moved there, it used to be this like there's this complex around the corner. Um, and it was really fucking crazy and a lot of drugs and a lot of all that shit. So like you'd see these ghosts, these people coming by once in a while, looking around on the corner, like, hey, like everything had changed. It was really weird. It's weird when because it's all gentrification, like it's just bonkers. God, that place is great. I can't think of that other Burien story. Did it have to do with the mail? Well, this story for like I was talking about those neighbors, and one night there was always these hijinks. I used to listen to the Police Scanner. I need to start listening to it again. I need some action in my life again. I need to get out of my own head. I've been stuck in my own head for a while. And it's really like on a loop. I don't like it. I start listening to Police Scanner. I need to start expanding my experience. It's really weird. I'm starting to feel stagnant. I don't know why. Get out of some mother effing routines for sure. Anyway, one night, these fucking mail thieves came by and they were fucking with the mail out there. And it was probably like 3 in the morning. I could see him out there, and I took a flashlight and I was like, I started hitting him from the backyard with a flashlight. And this is Burien mail thieves for you out there. Like, what did they yell at me? They go, shut that fucking light off. Like, they yelled at me, and I go, quit trying to steal that fucking mail. And they were like, mind your own fucking business. I was like, that's our mailbox. You know what I mean? But like, that's how, like, they don't give a shit. They're like, hey, don't fuck with us or we'll shoot you. We're going to steal this mail and we'll shoot you if you don't quit fucking with us. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, Burien's great. It's really fun. It's getting really like cleaned up. You know what's happening right now? It's the Truman Show in this neighborhood. I know it is. I've known it for a long time. Like, everyone's an actor here. Too many things are coincidental. I have a neighbor that does all sorts of fucking magic, and um, yeah, it's too coincidental. All of it is. I go, oh yeah, you were standing there. It's really weird. Like, no one will be around, and then I'll just say something like, I wish I could run into an old wizard and have a buddy here, and then somebody will show up. It's really weird. Yeah, this neighbor is crazy. Now I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. It was a 105. Cool. Dude, I can't believe I fucking lost another story out of my head that was going to be a good one. That's so dumb. Right? Oh, it's story time. Fuck. It's not story time, dude, because I forgot the mother loving story, kids. Like, what if you're I forgot the story. It's so much pressure to come up with a new story every night. You didn't have to come up with a new one. We could have listened to Pokey Little Puppy. I loved that story as a kid. Pokey Little Puppy. It was great. I wish I could remember some of it right now. Roly poly, boltoroturuts. I need to go back and talk to my because everything's the moment of now. I should be able to just step right over there and go, hey, What was that story thing? Who's that guy? I'm you from the future. Don't worry, everything turns out great. Right. This is what I was thinking of the other day. Because I do meditate. It's great. I do meditation once in a while, and I go back and talk to my inner child and my young self. And I say, like, all sorts of things. I say, don't watch out for this, watch out for that. Because I've seen enough things where people say, hey, you can go back and change your timelines. You're here to heal your ancestry also. That's what you're here to do, right? You're here to break cycles. You're here to do all that shit. Sometimes, some of us, maybe. Who knows? And it depends on what you believe anyway. So I'm thinking this. I meditate and I go back. And I remember as a little kid, I would talk to mirrors a lot. I would talk to myself in the mirror all the time as a very small child. I started talking to myself in the mirror again. Like a couple years ago, I needed to talk to myself in the mirror. I hadn't been doing any self-counseling. Then I look it up and then I find out that that's a real thing. I'm like, damn, it's really weird. Like, I don't know if anyone told me this, but I always assume that all the little things that I do are just insanity. But then I find out, which this makes a lot more sense because I've always been interested in psychology, that some of those things are the exact techniques that you pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to use, right? Like I know talking to myself in the mirror as a kid changed my entire life. I remember one session talking to myself for an incredibly long time. Like at 7 years old, you know, the 7-year-old brain. I was just walking past this huge mirror that we had, and I go, and I stopped, just like in like the Bugs Bunny cartoons or something. I stopped, and I went, dun, dun, and I went back, and I go, oh, hey, how are you doing? I started addressing myself like that. Anyway, so if I can go back right now and go visit that kid and say, hey, man, you're going to have rough times, but don't fucking suffer for any of this stuff. You're going to have pain, but don't suffer too much for this stuff. It's going to just go by like a river, you know? It does. It does. Embrace the people that are around you because they're not going to be there forever. It just goes, right? Right. Crazy. The people you see every day will change, you know? Isn't that strange how that works? I see that person every day. It's great. Right? Things just change, right? You have to appreciate it while it's there. So if that's going on, if you can go look back into the past and go, hey, then what's to say that my future self hasn't been visiting me? If your future self visited you, leave it in the comments, right? Think of that, like if you, because there's all these scenarios now. I see all these writings and stuff, or like, there's even like Bert Kreischer had a bit about like his daughter was talking about time travel and he or like something like that, and he's like, what if I go into her room and it's her 30-year-old version of her in her room, you know, like time travel back. But think of that, like what if during your timeline up your future self already visited you a couple times? Hey, don't make fun of that kid or whatever, like, you know, if you're like, oh shit, and then you grow up, you're like, I recognize myself at this. Was that me that popped in? Right. That's great. Your future self is just saying, don't ever worry about anything. It's handled. What do you mean? I'm worried about when we're going to run out of turnips. Don't worry. We got plenty of turnips in the future. All right. You thought you were going to give up right now? Well, tomorrow's the day you get all those turnips, right? Just take that, right? Hold on. Hold on, right? Life's a bonkers one. Like the last 2 or 3 years of my life have been super liberating. A lot of pain. Almost got my head cut off at one point, you know, like literally. And then I'm divinely protected, so it just it didn't take me out of this plane of existence, I think. But like I was saying before, maybe it did. And maybe I'm a soul that's like, I can't leave that plane yet. Because sometimes it seems like it. I don't know what's going to happen next. I don't know what could happen next. It's just, I don't even know why I fucking even have to ponder it. Oh, I would really love to let this go while I'm like talking to the universe and just trying to let shit go. Like, every amazing thing that's happened to me, like, especially along this artist journey, you know, has been unexpected. Like, I totally expected things to go a different way. That's what people always talk about. They go, I expected that. That's really just, I think. Maybe some people go, hey, I wanted that, and they get the exact thing that they wanted. And they just move the fuck on. But for me, on this journey, I didn't know that I would have so much collaboration with other artists. I didn't know I'd have such camaraderie ship with them, that I would get inspiration off them. That, like, I mean, I gotta say, especially artwork in its current state, my opinion would be, I don't know if people should use it as a competitive venture. Because sometimes people say that. They'll go, oh, is that your competition? Or, whatever. And I'm like, artwork expression through any of these means, we all have our own unique one. And I'm always like, I haven't always been this way. I've definitely fallen into that trap of like it's a competition, and that is just like, I'm glad that quickly slipped away, right? Because other art that I see all over the place is inspiring. Anybody that's doing it, and I have a huge range of things that I like. People are like, I'm gonna send you this. Don't be too harsh. I'm like, I fucking like everything from like simple line drawings, People are like, I can't even draw a stick figure. Then I want to see what the fuck you can draw then. Because like it's just gonna be something different. I like the different thing. I like to see the different thing. I don't even know what it is. Like it doesn't exist, and then you just made it. Yeah, I couldn't ask for like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even know. I know so many amazing people and so many amazing artists, and just like tomorrow night, today, I mean, Saturday, there's a draw session at this show called Toys Are Included in Belltown, Seattle. If you're in the area, right? We have this. There's a show up, and there's going to be some tables out, and people are going to just like the public can just come in and draw stickers if they want. And I'm going to stop by there, probably the last couple hours, and just hang out with that crew and draw with them. But that's like a thing that I look at and I go, dude, I'm fucking lucky to even like to know these people. And then I got like this crew, like I go, oh, I'm gonna just stop by and draw, like not really any obligation, and everybody's like just so kind-hearted. And I've always been part of artist communities, I guess. And maybe my mindset was wrong, but and it was probably just me, my thing that I was blasting out. But everything was great, actually. I was gonna say nothing was as warm as it is now, but no. All of them have this beautiful connectiveness, but they're all different. That's it. And I wouldn't trade any of that for the world. Like that's I know in my life, like creating art really did save my life multiple times. I don't even know what the fuck. Like my mind is so flooded with all these ideas, and like I wouldn't be able to even like I would have just gone insane. You know? That's just the way that it would be. If somebody was like, you gotta just do that for the rest of your life, plug in, fucking hit that button, I would have been like, there's too many things. I don't know, maybe I could have steered it into just only writing or something. And then do like a Charles Bukowski thing, work at the post office. Work at the post office and be a notorious alcoholic at that point, and then write your first fucking, which Charles Bukowski's Post Office is such a fucking great book. I want to go read that book right now. I read some of that book at the famous OK Hotel in Seattle Years later, it used to be this great underground rock venue where all these famous bands came through, like Pearl Jam before they were called Pearl Jam, when they were Mookie Blaylock, right? They played there. Who was it? Temple of the Dog, I think they played there. Green Day played there back in the day. Oh, I was talking about this the other day. NoFX played there. I was gonna look that up today because somebody smashed one of NoFX guitar on one of their guitars on stage. This acoustic guitar, and I remember they were all pissed. And but yeah, it was just that was in the 90s. The fuck was I gonna say about that? Oh, later on, like the OK Hotel became these low income apartments and artist studios, but they would have art shows in the lobby. So I was doing an art show there every month with like all these different artists. And yeah, one time I was reading Post Office by Charles Bukowski, but the second I opened that book, I couldn't fucking stop reading it. So I remember being at that art show, and I was always like really white knuckling at these art shows, being like, all these paintings gotta sell, this gotta sell, something's gotta happen. Because I was just like, out there in it all the time. But I remember some people came by and they're like, oh yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, check that out or whatever, and they were like, what book are you reading? And I was like, oh, this is Charles Bukowski's Post Office. And they're like, oh, they're trying to make conversation. I was like, need to keep reading. It's like, stop talking, need to keep reading. God, that book is so good. But I guess that's the same thing that I was doing at that time too. I was getting drinking up every night and then fucking doing live painting around the city and having art shows and fucking all the shit. So it's not exactly as like dynamic as it used to be, and that's probably why I'm feeling a little like deflated. But it's just different. I don't even know why the fuck I'm talking about it like it's a problem. I'm grateful for all that. Maybe I should talk about it like that. Here we go. I don't even know if I did this. Light and love to you and your loved ones. I can't believe that. It's 48 minutes. I haven't even fucking... Dude, we've been out of our fucking heads here. Crazy. Light and love to you and your loved ones, by the way. Yeah, I'll just leave it on that, right? Yeah, I'll leave it on that, right? Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna. Light and love to you and your loved ones. I'm gonna work on my gratitude. I really need to work on my gratitude. I'm gonna talk to Archangel Michael right now and just say, help me. Help me have gratitude. I've been a spoiled brat about a lot of fucking bullshit in my life. And I haven't been grateful enough. I've had the greatest souls around me. I've had the greatest luck and all the light and love and beauty that I even take it for granted sometimes. That's how much that it has just encompassed me. And the whole universe just goes, Starboy, we love you. And it just grabs me and gives me a big kiss on the cheek. What's your problem? Why do you think that people don't like you? Why are you always fighting? What do you think you're doing? It's all here for you. And I'm like, universe, give me another kissy on the cheek. And then it goes, everyone loves you, you big oaf. They do that kind of shit. I go, well, thank you. Makes me feel good. Just joking. Light and love to you and your loved ones. Right. This one was real rambly. And apologies for like wasting everybody's precious time. Right. But maybe in the future you can go, I caught that one before that guy did that, which is not going to happen. We're going to stay at a steady 0 followers, right? You know what I mean? Because the universe is always listening, and I say that. Just say, keep it low. You know what I'm talking about? This is way too much therapy to like ever go anywhere else, right? We're going to get monetized. Get out of here, dude. Then I have to watch every fucking, all my P's and Q's or whatever. Dot your I's or whatever the fuck. Is it P's and Q's? All these stupid things that we got to remember, What was that parable? What was that thing? Yeah, my girlfriend does them all the time. She's always like, knock on wood. She's always like, wax and wane. Sometimes I go, dude, what are you doing? Are you in a romance novel? I'm going to call her on it next time. You need some kind of fucking romance now? What are you doing over there? Oh, well, then sometimes I wax or wane between my opinions of the Rotorut. I'm like, jeez, knock on wood. I'm like, fucking get out of here. What other ones? I put a list in the I've made this little list and put it on the refrigerator, and I was like, write some of those things down here. And actually, her cousin's mother makes up fucking weird shit. And one of them's in there. It's like she says, beat my buttons a lot. Oh, this is so great. She's she's like, well, beat my buttons. Like this, like with this cup of coffee. Well, beat my buttons. That's a good cup of coffee. Like, who says that? It's so great. What the fuck are people doing? You know what I mean? Beat my buttons? What are you doing in there? Come out of that weird room. What the fuck are you doing in there? Beat your buttons. What was the other one? She has this other crazy one. It's like something like, oh, well, Mr. Butters, like, or somebody's being a Mr. Butters today, something like that. Like, dude, what are you doing? And you can do that. It's great. Because in public, like, I'm always trying to talk to people's dogs, and they always think I'm talking to them, and I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to your dog, right? I say this all day. I go, it's an A and B conversation. See your way out. I'm talking to this guy down here. Who's a good boy? You know what I mean? I do that shit. And I go, like, I love doing this. I get down where the dog is at, and I'm like, are you having the greatest walk? I love this, dude. Owners, because some owners love it. Like, if you're in line somewhere, I go, well, who's this? You know what I mean, dude? Like, you just have the funnest time with dogs. Oh, well, who's this? Oh, well, who's got the cutest little smile? You know? And then the owner is like, a lot of times they'll just be like, oh, you're a dog person? I guess it makes sense because, like, I'm a dog and a cat person. I've mastered all the animals, so you know what I mean. Fuck it, that's old hat. There's one right there. Oh, that's old hat. Oh my god, it's infecting me. Knock on wood. Anyway, you can just be like, oh, look at his swirly little tail. Isn't it great? And then they always go, oh, are you a dog person? Well, fuck yeah, I am. But also, like, our dog, the great white wolf Juno, um, she does this thing, like, when she's the most gentle soul. And I know everyone says this about their own dog, but she is the most gentle soul and the most beautiful energy. And she saved my fucking life. She's like, there she is. She's on the front of my sketchbook. That's a sticker I made of her, and I cut it out on there. She's the greatest. Like, she is a fucking, I can't even describe. Like, oh, you think comets are cool? Yeah, she's like that. She's like all the comets smashed into one comet, you know, going across the sky slowly, so you could just go, wow, cool. Does that comet have fucking the lash boost? Holy shit! Really got like great eyelashes too. Like, it's dazzling. It's a dazzling comet. That's what Juno is. She doesn't even, and she's so interesting and has all these weird mannerisms, and she just shuts down. Like, if she doesn't like something, she'll just lay on the floor and shut down, and you can't move her. She's great. And she doesn't, if you pick her up, she's not going to try and bite you or fucking even growl. She doesn't even growl. But she'll do this thing. Like, if somebody comes to the door and she sees a new person, she gets all excited. She'll bare her teeth and start sneezing, kind of. She's like, but her teeth are bared, so it looks like aggressive. It's really weird. It's strange to know, like, the most gentle dog in the world and go, but she's like big enough, has sharp teeth. It looks like she's like, it's really strange. So I'm like, that dog would never do anything. It would fucking, literally, that dog would just say, I would just sacrifice my life instead of, like, it's really crazy. She knows something that we don't know, right? And I felt it. The way that she came to us was very strange, right? Every person that I've ever met and everything has always come to me very strangely. Every single one. That's part of the dream. All right, this is fucking boring as all get out. I'm gonna learn how to talk more excitingly. I'm gonna learn how to have better stories. So don't give up on this channel yet. Or do it. You know what? I can't stop you from doing it. I don't even check out his stuff anymore. You know what I mean? That's what I get. That's what I get for being fucking boring myself sometimes. I'm getting used to it. How do I want to do that? No, I guess I'll just miss out on that. And I'll just be boring. Dude, I would be the most boring person in the world if the fucking, and I could be. I probably am. You ever hang out with me? I'll ruin your fucking time. I'll just be like, I'm boring as all fucking get out. Shit. I lost it. I kind of like have a weird headache right here, dude. That's so weird. My shoulder and all this shit. I can't believe how much trauma that my fascia is like really held on to. What the fuck happened to me? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck happened to me? I wonder if I got toxicology. What is that? There's just that thing that cats give you. It's God, I can't remember what it's called. It's like toxic something, and it makes you like take bigger chances in your life and shit like that. Because what the fuck happened to me? Why do I have all this trauma still in my fascia? Nothing even bad happened, right? Crazy. So people were dicks sometimes and you were raised in a cult. Nothing bad happened. Get the fuck out of here. Everyone's raised in a cult these days, right? It's just another name for the fucking church anyway, all of them, right? And some of them are right. Why wouldn't they be? They should be. I don't know. Someone knows. Oh, this is a great one right here. This is what I've been doing lately. I've been like, this is a funny concept too. When people are like, when they fight, when like people get into religions and they fight, right? You ever hear that? Like, oh, you're worshiping a guy that sat underneath a tree, you know, for Buddha. Not really, because Buddhism, like, you're not worshiping anyone. And Jesus then said, no, don't worship me too, by the way. But, you know, if you want to, isn't that so weird how people are? It's so weird that people will tell you a story. Like, if you can go and check the information on anything, this is what we're going to leave this on. Because it's like, yeah, dang it. We're at 58 minutes. It's very strange that people will tell you their version of something that they saw somewhere, you know, like, okay, I'm going to use this as an example. I can't think of an example that wouldn't be controversial. But it's like people don't know the information of the thing. So when COVID was going on and the new whatever came out, the fucking, what are they called? The vaccines. So when these vaccines came out, right, there was 3 of them. There was the Moderna one, there was a Johnson and Johnson one, and then there was like whatever the fuck the other one is. I can't remember what it is. The Johnson & Johnson one was 1 shot, and the other one were 2 shots each. And the Johnson & Johnson one started killing people right the fuck away. Now we're fucking, now there were some complications with it. I don't have a dog in the fight about the vaccine. Don't tear this thing down with the narrative or bullshit or whatever. People should be able to have an opinion. Whether other people disagree with it or not, it's not a big deal. Anyway, I went and looked at all the information on those. I can't remember where I saw it, you know. What was the other one? Is Pfizer? Moderna and Pfizer? That can't be right. Anyway, I went and looked at the information because everybody was supposed to be standing in lines and fucking getting vaccinated or whatever. And it was very clear. This one, you take 1 shot and then you got to come back 6 weeks later, however the fuck it was happening. But it was all laid out. I read it 1 time. I go, oh, cool. I got it. And the amount of times that I met people that they had no idea. What do you mean it's this? People that were telling me that they got because it was a very weird subject matter at the time. People telling me that they got the vaccine and they didn't know how many doses they got here and there. I go, what is everybody doing? Or are you lying? Or what is going on here? Very strange. And the people that never got it, they didn't know anything about it. They were just saying, I'm not going to fucking do it. But they didn't know anything about it. I'm like, it's not hard to find out about it. I'm just always surprised when people like, because I'm trying to expand this out to a different thing. I'm really surprised when people tell me something or some new information hits and I read it, and then the vast misunderstanding of it. I'm like, just go to the source and read the thing though, right? It's weird. I just don't get it. But hey, there's probably a bunch of things that maybe I'm missing, like in other forms. But it's just strange when there's information right there. And maybe, yeah, who knows? I don't know. Too many ideas are coming in right now. Because I'm like, information changes pretty rapidly. And a lot of things that we hear are bullshit. So who knows? I don't know. That shit's fucking crazy. I wanted to use a different example on it. Like, because when people tell you their understanding of something, and then you're like, wait a minute, you like, that's not, because I've done it. That's why when, like, for a little while, when people were telling me about, like, any of these, like, Trump speeches and shit, I'm like, that sounds pretty wild. And I was like, let me go and listen to the speech myself. And then it's just better to do that, I think, for anything. Because these trending things that happen, it sucks because I got to use these subjects that everybody gets so fiery about. But, like, it's just crazy. Like, yeah, I don't even know where the fuck I'm going with that. Like, people will regurgitate their own understanding of something when they don't even know what the fuck happened. And I've done it too, a lot. And when I go and look at the real information, I go, oh, it's definitely not the fucking way that I heard it. And it's not as bad or as good or whatever the fuck it seems, It's so easy. Human beings are just, I think human beings are constantly like creating their own world through their own imagination. Every future tripping thing is a misuse of imagination. Our whole worlds are built out of our imagination. Plan a trip without fucking, you got to imagine where you want to go, what it's going to be like, what time you need off. Like, everything is imagination. So, yeah, I don't even know the fuck I was going with that. I'm just really tired. My fucking soul is kind of tired this year. It's crazy. Maybe, people go, your soul is always eternally fucking brutes. I know, but I'm a little tired this year. I'm a little tired of all these things. I'm a little tired of all these things I have to mourn because I thought they were a different way. Right? Anyway. Yeah, I'm tired of that shit. It's been a painful couple of years, but maybe not as much suffering had to happen. That's the part that's tiring me out. My own shit. Holding on to all those things. And I've about had it. And also, I can be a real spoiled brat. I can just be like, no, I want it my way. You know what I mean? So, like, you know what I mean? I'm no fucking angel about it. Just kidding, I am. Just joking. Oh, that thing I was wanted to say about Buddha and Jesus. Like, that's the fun part, is I just go, hey, Jesus loves me. What's your problem? Like, you automatically have that, whether you believe it or not, And then I extended it to this. Hey, I don't have a dog in the fight. I think Jesus is great. I think Buddha is great. I'll fucking kiss Buddha's feet. You know what I mean? Right now. He's got a bunion. I don't give a shit, dude. He's got some corns that are kind of questionable. I don't care. You might get a fungus. You know what I mean? He's been putting his feet in strippers' mouths. I don't know what messiahs do. You know what I mean? I guess that's what happens to me. I'm trying to remain holy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Or transcendent. Whichever way we're going to go. Anyway, I love you all. You're great. This has been way too long. 65 mother-loving minutes. That is ridiculous. Light and love to you and your loved ones. You're the greatest. You never looked better. You're perfect, actually, the way that you are. And I want you to go to the mirror and when you wake up, today or tomorrow, whenever, when you're checking out the mirror and you go, "Doot, doot, 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 doot," look yourself in the eye and just say, I love you. Just say it 3 times. And then tell yourself that I am who I am and that's enough. Do that 3 times. Take that. Take that, you, right? Take that. Hey, look it. You're perfect. Take that. Right? Go into your day with that. If anyone gives you any shit, just go, Jesus loves me. What's your problem? You know? Buddha's on my side too. Buddha's fucking great. Beat it. Just joking, stay. Because you didn't mean it. It's just a projection, right? That's all that we ever do. They were so mean to me. They don't like themselves that much right now, right? It sucks because there's nothing you can do about it. Except for telling them that they got nice ankles. And sometimes your elbows are great too. Keep them moisturized. All right. I love y'all. Have the greatest time in this whole dream that we're all experiencing together. I hope you get everything that you want. Here's a fucking spoiler alert. You will, right? Because anything that's on our minds, anything we think about constantly happens. So I've heard. Don't look into it. Neville Goddard and all those guys, right? Peace, light, and love to you and your loved ones. I'll see you soon. Adios.